how are you? You know what time it is. Let's learn something new. Have you ever heard of a man named George Washington Murray? No? That's not shocking, but today I'd like to tell you about a great inventor that we've probably never heard of.
George Washington Murray? I've never heard of him. You say he's an inventor? Well, what did he invent?
I'm glad you asked. Let's briefly look at this great man of our story. Congressman George Washington Murray was born near Rampart, Sumter County, South Carolina, on September 22, 1853 to enslaved parents. He attended public schools, the University of South Carolina, and the State Normal Institute at Columbia, where he graduated in 1876. After graduating, Murray taught school and worked as a lecturer for the Colored Farmers Alliance for 15 years. In 1890 he became an inspector of customs at the port of Charleston. 2 years later, in 1892, Murray, a Republican, was elected to represent South Carolina's 7th Congressional District, which included Charleston. While in Congress, Murray successfully filed for patents for 3 inventions. All 3 were granted on the same day in April 1894. His inventions were designed to speed up the planting and harvesting process. They were a fur opener, a combination stalk knocker cultivator, and a marker. In June of the same year, the U.S. Patent Office approved his application for 4 more inventions, including a fertilizer distributor and a mechanical cotton chopper.
Wow, I've never heard about this. I wonder why we aren't taught about him in schools. Because of Mr. George Murray, our agricultural economics has been shaped. Our local farmers' jobs are made more efficient and less time-consuming. Oh my! Just think of all the inventions this man gave rise to. This is amazing. And we were never told.
Yes, I didn't know this stuff at a point as well, but let's keep going. George W. Murray fought Jim Crow laws, which undermined the efforts of black people to improve their status. As a member of Congress, he urged funding for the Cotton States, an international exhibition in Atlanta in 1895, to make the white South and the wider nation aware of black achievements. Ironically, Booker T. Washington would become famous at that exposition by criticizing the efforts of African-American politicians like Murray to concentrate on voting rights. In 1894, Murray's own supporters were subjected to voter fraud and intimidation during his re-election campaign. The predominantly Democratic South Carolina legislature redistricted boundaries to place Murray into the state's 1st congressional district. Murray lost a close election to Democratic candidate William Elliott, but he successfully challenged the election results before the U.S. House of Representatives. When Congress finally decided the outcome of the election, Murray was seated and served 9 months of the full 2-year term from June 4, 1896, to March 3, 1897. Murray's victory, however, was short-lived as threats to black voting increased with the passage of state laws making more stringent the requirements for residency, poll taxes, property ownership and literacy, all measures designed to discourage African American voting. Murray lost his House seat in 1896 due to the decreased number of black voters in his district. After his 1896 defeat, George Murray resumed farming and developed a real estate business. By 1900 he had purchased more than 9,000 acres of farmland in Sumter County, South Carolina. He divided the acreage into small plots and created lease agreements with tenant farmers to grow cotton. By 1902 more than 200 families worked on these plots. In 1903, however, 2 of Murray's tenants claimed he had forged their names on lease agreements. He was arrested and convicted of forgery in 1905, and sentenced to 3 years hard labor. Murray, however, refused to surrender to state authorities, and instead he and his family took a train to Chicago. Once in Illinois, he began a successful new career selling life insurance and real estate. Murray also started a literary career and to become a professional lecturer. He wrote 2 books, Race Ideals, Effects, Cause and Remedy for the Afro-American Race Troubles, 1914, and Light in Dark Places, 1926. Although he remained active in the Illinois Republican Party, Murray was never again elected to public office. He was, however, a delegate to several Republican national conventions. George Washington Murray died in Chicago on April 21, 1926 in Chicago. He was 72.
Oh. My. Gosh. I have to go look into this man. I never knew, but that's why I watch these videos. I learned something new for sure.
Well, that's all for today everyone. I hope you enjoyed, guys and girls. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for more short and simple videos. Hey guys and girls. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment. See you next time.